Welcome back once again to the hottest digital arena where emotions meet reality, where silence becomes louder than words, where chemistry becomes a language and where movie scenes transform into puzzles even professors cannot decode. If you're new here, do not waste time, hit that subscribe button right now, turn on notification because what you are about to hear today will not just shake you, it may permanently relocate your beliefs about Nollywood on-screen chemistry. Today's gist is the definition of mystery, unrevealed feelings, shared glances, an unexpected connection, and at the center of it all are two stars whose names have suddenly become a trending double tag, Sonia Uche and Bryan Okwara. Now, Nollywood has seen acting partnerships, we have witnessed talented duos, we have admired convincing performances, but this particular soft-burning connection has created a category of its own. Not loud like typical movie romance, not exaggerated like stage interpretation, not overly scripted like predictable cinema love, instead, it is slow, gentle, unforced, and quietly intense, like the kind of energy that doesn't demand attention but ends up capturing every heart in the room. What started as an ordinary film set collaboration gradually evolved into something fans cannot define. Some call it rare on-screen synergy, others call it chemistry beyond camera, some boldly say soulmate-coded energy, while emotional analysts call it unexplainable natural compatibility. For months now, people have been watching, replaying, screen recording, analyzing, guessing, debating, whispering, and shipping, not because of rumors, but because of the way these two interpret scenes together. It is not loud love, it is not forced affection, it is not evident romance, but rather a calm emotional gravity that refuses to be ignored. It began quietly. No dramatic announcement. No viral breaking news. No public display requiring paparazzi. Everything started in a normal filming environment, with regular scripts, professional settings, busy crew movements, equipment everywhere and directors giving instructions. But something about the way Sonia and Bryan interacted on set captured attention without seeking permission. According to fans, it was not just what they acted, it was how they acted it. There were emotional pauses that felt too natural, smiles that did not look rehearsed, eye contact that lingered a second longer than expected, and momentary silence that spoke louder than monologues. These things, though tiny, began to stand out each time they appeared in the same scene. One fan boldly wrote online, "I don't know what is happening between Sonia and Bryan, but whatever it is, there is a calm spiritual rhythm to it." Another reacted, "I have never seen two people act emotional scenes like their souls rehearsed before their minds." A third commented, "You can fake tears, you can fake anger, but you cannot fake emotional peace." From that moment, viewers no longer watched their films casually, they began to observe. The way Sonia's voice softened in scenes involving Bryan, the way Bryan's facial expression changed whenever the camera captured Sonia's presence, the way both created emotional silence that felt like a whispering connection, everything became a topic of curiosity. But the climax of mystery came from a particular moment that fans now call the turning scene. It was not a dramatic scene filled with loud words or heavy emotional outburst. It was a simple cinematic moment where Sonia walked into a frame and Bryan turned to look at her. A simple turn, a normal film movement, yet fans say that moment changed everything. He did not turn like someone reading directions, he turned like someone drawn by something invisible. His expression didn't match only acting, it matched what fans described as unexpected emotional awareness. His eyes softened, his breathing slightly changed, and the corner of his lips lifted like someone caught in a spark of admiration he didn't prepare for. Sonia, on the other hand, did not overact, she carried her usual calm grace, a quiet elegance that speaks without verbal force, and that calmness was exactly what made the moment unforgettable. Fans replayed it endlessly. Some slowed it down. Some zoomed in. Some stitched it into TikTok reaction videos, while others added romantic background songs to dramatize what they believed they saw. Soon, the internet was divided between three main schools of thought. One group claimed it was perfect acting mastery, another group argued it was unspoken real-life emotional sinking, and the third insisted it was fate revealing itself during performance. But the most shocking part. The very people tied to this gist, Sonia Uche and Bryan Okwara, maintained complete silence, neither confirming nor denying anything, which automatically intensified the mystery. People began digging old clips, interviews, behind-the-scenes recordings, event photos, even premiere videos. Some insisted Bryan behaved more relaxed whenever Sonia was nearby. Others said Sonia's calm emotional energy matched Bryan's gentleman personality. Some observers said their acting feels like two energies that were designed to complement each other long before film scripts brought them together. While arguments increased, one thing remained constant: people could feel something, even if they could not explain it. At this point, reaction pages had already elevated the gist into a new category. Some content creators began calling them the unexpected duo. Others called them the silent connection couple. Some simply referred to them as two people whose acting hearts speak the same language. A viral fan comment read, "Some actors act with their skills, these two act with their souls." Another said, "You can train talent, but you cannot train emotional frequency." Some even claimed that their energy resembles old classic movie couples whose on-screen pairing always felt real no matter the storyline. People began imagining future roles, romantic dramas, and even emotional trilogies featuring them. Some fans suggested directors should intentionally cast them together more often because they interpret emotions with royal naturalness. Meanwhile, gossip observers began crafting theories. One theory says their personalities naturally align: calm, mature, soft-spoken, expressive yet reserved, warm-hearted and emotionally deep. Another theory says they share similar emotional acting technique: slow, tender, and silent but powerful. A third theory suggests that the universe sometimes pairs two actors whose spirits understand each other's emotional rhythm, even without verbal explanation. No matter the theory, one fact kept trending: there is something between them that words cannot define yet. Was it friendship chemistry? Was it compatible artistry? Was it destiny teasing the world? Was it merely perfect performance timing? Nobody knew. And because nobody knew, curiosity refused to die. Then came the emotional poetry phase, where comments became more romantic and spiritual, like digital love proverbs from unknown philosophers. People began interpreting their acting not with logic, but with emotional vocabulary. He turns like a man who recognizes home. She smiles like someone who understands silence. They connect like two pages from the same unwritten story. Soon, people no longer watched their movies for storyline, they watched for interaction details. Even short scenes featuring them together carried deeper meanings, as though the audience was reading emotional subtitles invisible on screen. Some said their faces look peaceful when acting together because neither tries to dominate emotional space, they simply flow. One viewer wrote, "When Sonia speaks, Bryan listens with his eyes, not his ears." Another said, "When Bryan looks at Sonia, his face becomes softer than his voice." Whether true or exaggerated, one thing became obvious: viewers were not just entertained, they were emotionally invested. Then the gist shifted into full-scale social media thunderstorm mode, especially on TikTok, Twitter, X, Facebook, and Instagram. Fans began forming online teams, hashtags, edits, and emotional predictions. TikTok editors used cinematic filters and slow-motion soundtracks. Instagram fan pages posted screenshots with cheesy captions like, "Energy never lies." Facebook comment sections turned into emotional debate grounds where nobody wanted to lose. One viral fan on Facebook posted, "If they are acting, then Nollywood doesn't need directors again, just bring these two, give them silence, and let hearts talk." A TikTok reaction user stated, "Their chemistry is like perfume, it enters the room before they do." On Twitter, X, a trending post read, "Hollywood needs to study whatever these two have." And when a blogger tried to dismiss the chemistry by calling it scripted, comments flooded like digital thunder. One person replied, "You can script lines, not energy." Another person responded, "You sound like someone who has never experienced emotional compatibility." Then someone wrote, "Stop trying to intellectualize chemistry. If it's not there, it's not there, and if it is, the world will see it." At this stage, the gist went from observation to social media investigations. People started analyzing clothing choices, handshake styles, photo poses, red carpet distance, eye movement, and even smiles during interviews. Nothing was allowed to pass unnoticed. A YouTube content creator uploaded a 12-minute breakdown titled, "Why Their Chemistry is Different, Psychological Explanation." Another posted, 5 reasons Sonia and Bryan feel like fate partners on screen. And then a Nollywood celebrity subtly reacted without mentioning their names. In an Instagram live session, she said, "Some actors fit each other naturally, you don't force it, you just match them." Immediately, fans commented, "We know who you are talking about." One bold fan commented, "Just tag Sonia and Bryan, stop doing parable." That comment received over 900 likes. Then gossip bloggers joined the battlefield, mixing real analysis with dramatic captions like, "Are we seeing Nollywood's next legendary pair? From acting sparks to real-life bond. What if this is not a coincidence?" Some entertainment pages even predicted award nominations, saying that if directors continue pairing them, they might become the strongest emotional duo in modern Nollywood drama. Meanwhile, critics tried to argue. They claimed it was overhyped, overinterpreted, and fan-driven fantasy. But the more they argued, the more fans defended. One passionate believer wrote, "People don't stare like that for free." Another said, "If your spirit has ever recognized someone before your mind did, you will understand." Some commenters went spiritual, claiming that their connection looks like destiny rehearsing its script long before the world noticed. Someone wrote, "You cannot explain soul frequency using human language." Then came the celebrity and influencer involvement phase where popular Nigerian entertainment figures and Nollywood seniors began dropping reactions, though coded. One veteran actor said during a podcast, "There are people who match better with certain actors, not because of training but because of internal emotional rhythm." Fans clipped that part and paired it with Sonia and Bryan scenes. Another famous actress posted on her Instagram story, "Sometimes energy tells the story before the script does." Fans immediately tagged her and wrote, "Oh, just say Sonia and Bryan, stop hiding." No matter how subtle or mysterious the reactions were, the internet interpreted everything as supporting evidence. A Nollywood movie director even liked a fan's comment that said, "These two should be paired again as couple leads." That single like was turned into 5 different gossip videos. Now it moved from curiosity to expectation. Fans didn't just want to observe anymore, they wanted continuation, evolution, and official recognition. They began requesting that producers cast them in romance-focused series, not short films, but deep emotional projects where chemistry can fully unfold. People declared that if these two act a movie with slow-burn romance, the world would not only watch but emotionally relocate. Someone wrote, "If these two lead a romance series, Africa will cry like K-drama fans." Soon, film bloggers began fantasy casting them into imaginary stories titled like, "Stuck with My Soul Stranger," "Until Silence Spoke," and "Where Eyes Became Answers." Some international reaction pages even joined, comparing their chemistry to foreign slow-burn romantic actors. While everyone continued speaking, the two main subjects, Sonia and Bryan, maintained elegant silence. No denials, no confirmations, no disclaimers. Silence, pure silence, which fans considered even louder proof that something is emotionally deeper than surface-level acting. At this stage, some fans said they are not even asking for real-life romance, they are simply acknowledging that their energy, whether friendship-based or divinely scripted, is too unique to ignore. People now believe that even if they are just acting partners, they are one of those rare cinematic pairs whose chemistry will always feel special. And now the final, never-ending question remains floating in the air like cinematic smoke: is this mere acting brilliance? Is it spiritual chemistry? Is it destiny rehearsing silently? Or is it emotional compatibility only visible to sensitive souls? Nobody truly knows, nobody can confirm, and nobody wants this mystery to end. So until the universe decides to reveal its chapter title, fans will continue to call this mysterious connection. From set partners to soulmates. Thank you for watching this emotional blockbuster gist. If you are not subscribed yet, please click the subscribe button, turn on notification, and stay connected to the only channel where gist does not just trend, it transforms into unforgettable storytelling. Stress Niger TV, signing out for now, but not forever.